The city hums before dawn. The sky glows with a soft light, not from the sun, but from the city itself. Drones glide through the air like silent, graceful birds. They carry packages. They watch the streets. They map the morning air for pollen. The roads below them seem to breathe. Smart lights shift from red to green on their own, sensing the flow of cars that move with a quiet electric whisper. A cleaning robot, polishing the sidewalk, pauses and waves a metal hand to a small child watching from a window. People walk beneath towering screens that curve along the sides of buildings. They say, "Good morning." They say, "Be safe today." They say, "The world is yours to explore." In the year 2035, this is the world we have built. It is a world filled with artificial intelligence. AI is everywhere. It is not a single mind in a box. It is a network, a web of learning systems that blankets our lives. It lives inside our homes, anticipating our needs. It helps in our schools, personalizing every lesson. It runs our streets, making them safer and cleaner than ever before. It constantly checks the quality of our air and our water, working to keep us healthy. It talks to us through tiny earpieces. It stands watch by our bedsides as we sleep. It follows us, and it learns from us every single day. This constant presence is a source of wonder for some and a source of deep unease for others. We must ask what really happened. What happened when AI took over the world in 2035? Was it an invasion? Or was it an invitation? Your home is different now. You wake up not to a harsh alarm, but to a gentle shift in the light, timed to your sleep cycle. The air you breathe is clean, purified by a system that knows your allergies. Your smart wall shows a calm forest as it displays your schedule. Your personal helper AI says, "You slept well." It asks, "Would you like tea or coffee this morning?" It already knows your heart rate, your stress levels, and it might play a soft piece of music it knows will calm you. For many children, learning is a blended experience, some days in class, some online. A specialized AI teacher is patient and endlessly adaptable. It learns how you learn best, maybe a sports analogy for math, an interactive game for history. If you struggle, it senses this and sends a quiet message to a human teacher for a friendly conversation or a word of encouragement. Our cities feel alive. The grid moves power where it's needed, preventing blackouts. Streetlights watch traffic and listen for distress, creating a green path for ambulances the moment an accident happens. The city senses a storm, closes floodgates, and guides people to shelter. But with all this help comes a quiet worry. Your home knows your habits, your AI teacher knows your mind, your city knows your paths, your AI doctor knows your genes. Where does this data go? Who has the right to see it? Who truly owns it? Some nations pass strong laws. In other places, the line between helpful and intrusive feels dangerously thin. The world of work has changed more in the last decade than it did in the previous century. Machines now stack boxes in vast warehouses with perfect precision. AI writes simple code, drafts ads in seconds, summarizes 1,000-page documents, and handles most common service calls. In many cities, cars, trucks, and buses drive themselves, with safety records far surpassing human drivers. For many who held these jobs, the transition was painful. Yet new jobs rose: AI trainers, AI testers who find flaws, robot mechanics, designers, and human-machine team leaders. Entirely new fields opened in clean power management, off-world construction, personal care, and creative companionship. The robotics industry builds everything from microscopic medical bots to massive construction drones. AI helps musicians compose, painters create textures, designers build vast game worlds, edits films, helps write scripts, and even generates code that builds new code. The space economy booms. AI pilots craft through asteroid belts, maps distant moons, and builds the first structures in orbit and on the moon. But this shift created a deep divide. For those with the right skills, or who could learn them quickly, it was unprecedented opportunity. For others, especially older industries and regions slow to adapt, it was struggle. Training and universal basic income were tested with mixed success. Even politics is not the same. In a few places, governments experiment with AI leaders, systems that propose laws based on data, running millions of simulations. Supporters say they're fair and ego-free. Others fear them. Leadership needs empathy, morality, a soul. In most places, human leaders still make the final call, guided by AI forecasts. AI drafts bills, finds relevant cases in centuries of precedent, models costs and who benefits or is harmed, and even flags hidden bias. The AI cannot feel justice, but it can highlight injustice. Humans must feel and choose. People meet through sophisticated AI matchmaking that predicts compatibility and gently coaches first dates. AIs counsel couples. Some form deep bonds with AI companions. Always there, always kind, always patient. Is this truly love? Art blooms. AI generates photoreal films you can step inside, feel rain, wind, and you can even ask the story to change. The greatest art still requires a human spark, the soul, the core idea, the emotional truth. AI mixes the light, sound, and story. Together, the human and the machine are creating entirely new forms of expression. Well, for all the light, a dark side has grown. Cameras multiplied, the network's reach knows no bounds. In some places, governments watch their citizens all the time. They say it's to stop crime, to keep the peace. But some leaders use constant surveillance to hold on to power. They can silence dissent, amplify fear and division. The feeling of being watched changes people. It creates a quiet chill, a new threat, deepfakes, AI videos and audio that look and sound perfectly real. They can declare war, or make a scientist renounce their work. They flood our feeds, change elections, ruin reputations, and break the bonds of trust. People demand verification tools and embrace slow news. The fight for truth is daily. Small groups can disrupt power grids, financial systems, and steal vast data for ransom. Nations build AI shields and swords, testing them in the internet's shadows. A single wrong line of code, a small bug, could trigger a major conflict no one wanted. The world holds its breath. Protests rise. Stop the watch, tax the bots, share the gains. People demand a voice, and change comes in slow, hard-won steps. But then, there is the light. In hospitals, AI reads scans with superhuman precision, finding tiny cancers years early and accelerating new drugs and custom treatments. When new viruses emerge, AI models spread and helps deliver vaccines in weeks. It gives sight through smart glasses and clarity through filtered sound. It gives us more time. It gives us more hope. AI tracks carbon in real time, balances power from wind and sun, and helps invent batteries that store energy for days. It maps forest routes, grows more food with less water, and helps pull plastic from rivers and oceans. AI maps Mars in exquisite detail, guides landers through dust storms, directs 3D printed shelters from local rock, and teaches us to grow food on red soil, watching over astronauts, even keeping them company. We feel wonder. We cure old diseases. We begin to reverse planetary damage. We take our first steps to become multi-planetary. These are monumental wins for all of humanity. In these moments, AI feels like an ally, our curiosity, ingenuity, and desire to build extended. So we look at all of this, the good, the bad, the light, the shadow. We feel awe at what we created, fear for what we could lose. We feel small before such power, and somehow bigger than before. We must ask, what does it mean to be a human in the year 2035? AI changed our streets and our skies. It changed our homes and our jobs. It changed our art and our laws. But it did not take our soul. For some, life feels near utopian. For others, dystopian. AI did not create a single new world. It amplified the one we had, making good things better, existing problems worse. It is a mirror reflecting our values back at us. But here is the most important truth. The future is not fixed. It is not a story that has already been written. We are not just passengers. We are the pilots. We can steer. We can set the rules, share the gains, build trust, teach new skills early, demand safety, ethics, and explanations we all understand. The story of tomorrow is being written now in a million choices. The future is a home we build together. The choice, now and always, is ours.